Y'all ready to get started, even though it sounds like
we already started.
We already did.
Sound like we already started shit.
Let me kick this off then. Hey, we back with another episode of CHiLLiN with Myke the Comedian, episode 125, and I'm here. I'm known for having the dopest guests in the city. Tonight's no different. So join me and welcome to my guest tonight, Jag Introvert, aka Trill, and Cooley High, aka my man Freddie's in the building.
What's good? What's good?
Say what's up to the world. Say what's up to the people.
Hola, cheers.
Speak to all the guys and goddesses out there.
How's everybody?
Wait, you know what? You gonna watch your ass. I'm not saying hi to you.
Wash your ass, y'all. Wash your ass.
I'm not talking to you. You don't make regular. This conversation is not me.
Oh, wow.
Let's say consistent. Regularly is too subjective.
Okay, so the message for this podcast episode is wash your ass.
Very important.
This is the message that Jay trying to tell us in this episode.
Consistently wash your ass.
Because I think people just been in the house too long. I don't know.
People in the house too long not washing. Obviously. I don't know what kind of niggas you been hanging out with, but
I've been seeing the photos when y'all be getting blasted in the sisters and your name with the Gooch group.
Oh. See, you know, my homeboy told me about that group. I'm like,
I seen that shit real quick.
I
saw it real quick. I was like, oh boys, motherfuckers supposed to get exposed. This shit.
You were. But I don't know if y'all were familiar, but a couple years back, like 4 years ago, a gay man posted on Facebook like a list of like all down low niggas in the city, and it was some niggas that had some wives in the motherfucker.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, I don't believe in exposing people, but I do think
you don't expose yourself.
My thing is, if I'm your friend, I wouldn't expose you because then that means I was hanging out with your ass. Like, when friends be like, look at my friend in these dirty pants, I'm like, girl, you were friends with her. And these dirty.
Wait a minute.
I don't know friends to do that.
That's like I said.
I'm like, but why would
when people go out with your partners or whatever, and somebody in the group stink, that ain't my friend if you don't tell me I stink. You not my friend.
You not my friend. Like
you know what I'm saying? Especially if you know I'm smelling like I ain't got no. And let me. Hey,
I'm that kind of friend. Like,
you know what I'm saying? You not my friend if you don't tell me that.
In your eye, you got boogers or something like, bro, you got boogers. I'm not gonna tell you in front of people.
I'm not gonna. Man,
I'm be like, bro, do this.
Bro, we out the club and you stinking. I'm gonna pull you to. Like, let's step outside. Hey, I'm a real friend.
Hey, but you know, niggas stink and women borrow clothes. So.
I don't know.
How many times you been in the club with your friend and she got on something that's yours?
But that's not a big deal.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
I done heard different.
You talking about?
I've heard different.
Someone smelling like. Listen, I'm in a group and this girl said that she liked to do, but he smelled like fart. And so, these are her words. She said he smells like fart. How do I communicate to him that
she kept fucking with him?
She's interested in him, but he stinks.
Oh, no.
I would rather a nigga that wear all his friends' shirts ain't own a shirt a day in his life. Save that shirt money. To smell like fart? My nigga. Fart?
And you interested?
So you okay having this conversation, man? Let's go out tonight. Hold on, let me call my homeboy, see if I can get some shirts. That's cool. You cool with that conversation?
Babe, you smell like ass? Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's the best.
I told my wife, I said, hey, if you smell me, please, let me know. Let me know I stink. Let me know.
Here's the thing.
So I can fix that.
Occasional ones, like if somebody have a bad day, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't fresh all the time. But to have a distinct smell of fart, if someone can describe you and they say that you smell like fart,
that's not a good look, y'all.
Borrowing clothes.
That's not a good look.
Okay, that's not a good analogy. Let me get back with you on that. I'll come back with you on that. I'll come back with you on that. It's not a good analogy.
That's not a good look. You smell like fart.
Fart.
I said,
because I was like, maybe I'm not understanding this right.
Wow.
It's like the wind between two cheeks. I said, whoa.
That's his aroma. That's his natural smell.
That is what he smells like?
Not curved.
That's crazy.
A black suede fart.
If she down, she could watch. I ain't watching no grown ass man.
No. Cause I don't want to.
You do that to be romantic, not to because you
do that.
think.
That's the part. That's something I do because I want to. That shouldn't be part of the job subscription.
You do
I
that
gotta
to
wash
children.
your ass.
Yeah, you do that to kids. You know, like it's appropriate to like if it's a child and you're like you're a parental figure in that child's life. It's appropriate to be like, oh baby, you stink. Let's throw you in the tub.
She had this conversation right ready in her head.
A grown person? No, I'm just saying. People, you brought up something else. I'm just saying. People always want to bring up little shit with women when niggas is out here literally with gooch grease.
I think that's
wow.
Is that the top main complaint you have with men?
No, but I'm saying like at bare minimum.
Wow. That's just one of them.
You know how like some things you do to people, like some like when you like okay, some people are disloyal, right? That's something that affects and impacts other people. Like there's no way that I would really care about you being loyal to yourself. But when you stink, that means you don't give a damn about yourself.
This is Lexus.
Like if you can't
anyway,
I don't know.
For people who don't know who y'all are, even though everybody probably know, but tell everybody who y'all are. Jay, you go first. Ladies first. Let everybody know who you are, where you coming from, and what you got.
My name is Jay Introvert, also known as Tina Trill.
And she smells really good, by the way. She didn't like the whole garage is loud now.
She don't smell like fart?
No, she don't smell like fart. She smell like whatever she got on. And it smells really good. My whole garage is loud.
And I don't think that's even a compliment because that should be a bare minimum. But I am like your favorite bartending baddie in the city of Oklahoma City. I also do a little modeling, things like that. And I also help you with your branding. So if you have a company, business, even if it's a personal brand, I can give you your niche, help you discover that. That's what I do. That's who I am. I'm the dark skinned stallion.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
In my heart.
Where do you bartend at?
All over the city. You know, I don't do any promotion that doesn't pay me. So if you would like to see me, you can always follow me on Instagram, Facebook, those type of places to see where I'll be. But you know, you gotta make a bag.
You fucked up my whole train of thought when you came in.
Cold water.
Right, she came in here with the sun.
Thank
Shout out to Sunshine, my baby.
I bless the cold water.
So you bartend everywhere?
Different places.
Different places?
Yeah.
Where do you go most?
You know, again, I promote for a check, so
I got you.
You know, no different places, but I'm all over the city. Best thing to do is just follow me.
Where can we follow you?
You can always look up Tina Trill. I think I'm the only Tina Trill, but if not, everything is Tina Trill OKC. You can also follow me. I know I'm definitely the only introvert, so it's INTRILLVERT.
You said you could also do some modeling. I did not know that.
Yes,
cool.
it's something I've been thrown into. I don't really like being seen like that, but
y'all scared me like twice on the blunt.
Did you?
On God. I just want to point that out.
I don't want to hog the blunt, so let me pass it back to you.
Like, yeah. Jay used to smoke with motherfuckers to her left, and she ain't passed it this way. And like,
for the guests, my bad.
That's what's going up. Take
Nah, you.
My bad. I'm not really selfish like that, so please don't think that, y'all. I wasn't paying attention. And,
She forgot about it.
you know what I'm saying?
She was enjoying that good part.
You was asking me in person. But yeah.
So, since COVID has started, has it affected your business? Have you had, of course, you had to do things differently with the modeling and in bartending. Tell us a little bit about it.
Actually, COVID has helped, like, really in the arena of modeling because it was not something I was really going to do. I kind of got thrown into it doing some promotional work, like, a year and a half ago. Okay. And so, with everything being shut down and, like, limited accessibility, I was able to work with, like, a couple of local photographers, like my homie Trey, and others. So that kind of catapulted that. And I've gotten like a lot of different gigs. I was in like a music video for a national artist just recently.
Word? That's dope. Congratulations.
A couple of them.
Is that pretty fun? Did you get to travel or anything? Or you
No, it was local.
Okay.
I ain't get flued out. But
it's coming though.
yeah, like I don't know, it's different. I'm kind of awkward. I'm kind of a tomboy, so it's just really different. And it's weird that people. It's not weird because you know what we said about men earlier, but it's weird that people, you know, they have their, I guess, their own idea of what sex appeal is or what is considered sexy.
Well, let us know. Set the record straight. Set us up, son. What?
Austin said something about a booty smell.
Wait, what happened?
Scientists going against booty smell.
What you looking at? Instagram or Facebook?
We right here.
Oh, y'all over there?
Y'all better.
And she's a scientist.
This is why I don't go live with y'all, because y'all say weird shit. Y'all embarrassing me.
I don't know. I think
call her out
Austin
if
is
she
sipping
fart.
at
Okay. Okay. Well, if she fart, we'll call her.
I call myself. I'm gonna excuse myself. Like I said, I'm a tomboy.
I mean, it is a period of time before you gotta get comfortable enough where you start to just break wind in front of me. Like, I'm just saying, it's like not on the first date.
I think you got
Well, no.
If you can walk away,
It wasn't the first date with us, was it? It was probably the third.
But in my opinion, I feel like after we have sex,
No, actually, she got me first. She got me first. She got me first, and she was just, you know, hey.
And you feel a little.
And I was like, hey, I said, oh, this is how we do it. This is how we do it.
That is what he said.
And so
And then
when
he
she
felt
said,
like
yeah, I
it
was
was,
like, okay.
and y'all had sex yet when she broke wind first?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's cool. That's how I feel like we already had sex. I feel like I can break wind now.
She
green light.
It was a poop. It wasn't a fart. It was a poop. And
Okay, that's
because women don't fart.
That's a
What?
little different.
I mean, hey. And then when I
control it. A fart means.
but like I told her, I said, hey, this how we do it now. This how we gonna do it. She's like, I said, okay, cool. So since then, hey, fair game.
Right.
Fair
Dang,
game.
you're it.
You're it.
You're it.
My daddy used to always say that. A fart means that you knew that was in there.
I think I blessed her today, so I tagged her to this.
My favorite thing is to do that shit.
I'm so sorry.
My favorite thing is to do that shit quietly in the car and lock the windows.
See, that's weird.
That's my thing.
I still off on this.
They cover their head with the blanket or whatever. Hey, take that. Take that.
That's my thing. Like, I'll lock the windows and let them solid ones creep out.
Man.
And just get everybody.
I don't do odors. I don't do my own odors. I be mad at myself when I fart. I be like, what? Why did you do that?
So,
You gotta look that up.
do you have any upcoming projects you'd like us to know about or be on the lookout for?
So yeah, actually, I'm going to be doing a really cool. I love true crime. I'm kind of like an alternative black girl, so I'm gonna be doing a all black true crime, like get ready with me makeup thing on YouTube. I don't know. I said thing, but series is what I meant. So yeah, same.
So you're gonna be doing makeup tutorials?
Not a tutorial. I'm gonna be talking about like black true crime cases.
True crimes?
True crime.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay, I got you. Murders.
Kidnapping.
Okay, shit. Like,
Okay.
Like unsolved mysteries and shit.
Some of them
Have y'all been
solved.
watching that shit?
Unsolved mystery?
You watching the new season?
No. I want to, but I just haven't took the time.
It'll make you go to bed with the lights on.
It don't. I love true crime. It helps you so much navigate, cause then you know like different types of weird, killer, creepy people. You be like, that's how that nigga was moving in that store.
You like my sister, she used to watch the Identity Channel and all that shit be coming on like Snapped and
I'm like,
I almost got away with it and I married an expert, all that shit.
Snap, that shit is crazy.
Man, that shit will have you looking at your spouse like,
I know I got a crazy one, that's why
I'm like, I'm so sleep with my gun. Sleep with my gun and feel it.
What's the best makeup for a crime?
child, don't ask me no questions that the feds could roll back and use as evidence for nothing. I I will be covering already developed cases.
He said he don't wear makeup, but what's the best makeup? Okay.
I love
Okay,
true crime. I'm kind of like an alternative black girl. So I'm going to be doing a all black, true crime, like get ready with me makeup thing on YouTube. I don't know, I said thing, but series is what I meant. So, yeah, same.
So you're gonna be doing makeup tutorials on
not a tutorial. I'm gonna be talking about like black true crime cases.
true crimes?
True crime.
Oh, okay. I'm like, okay, I got you. Murders.
Kidnapping.
Okay, shit. Like
Okay.
like unsolved mysteries and shit.
Some of
Have
them
y'all been
solved.
watching that shit?
Unsolved Mystery?
You watching the new season?
No. No, I want to, but I just haven't took the time.
It'll make you go to bed with the lights on.
It don't. I love true crime. It helps you so much navigate. Because then you know, like, different types of weird, killer, creepy people. You be like, that's how that nigga was moving in that store.
You like my sister, she used to watch the Identity Channel and all of that shit be coming on like Snapped and
I'm like,
I almost got away with it and I married an axe, bro, all that shit.
Snap, that shit hurt.
Man, that shit have you looking at your spouse like,
I know I got crazy one. That's why
I might want to start sleeping with my gun. Sleeping with my gun in the pillow.
Child, don't ask me no questions that the feds could roll back and use as evidence for nothing. I will be covering already developed cases.
He said he don't wear makeup, but what's the best makeup? Okay.
Google it.
Okay, awesome. Hey, brother.
What up, P Money Spencer?
Oh, man.
Sexy dimple.
So, Freddie, go ahead and tell us about you, blood. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, my mama named me Freddie Noiel after my dad.
Mr. Singer-songwriter extraordinaire.
Yeah, but a lot of people know me as Cooley High as well. I'm an artist around the city. I do a lot of live music around the city.
Dope artist. I've heard him perform. I've heard him cover a few of my favorite. When you did Michael Rock With You at Ice, I was like, that's the guy. I wanted to get up there and go up there with you, like, you know what I'm saying? But
I'm a big fan of Michael Jackson.
That's my guy. His a story I tell people about Michael Jackson. When I was in elementary, I think I was in like 4th grade. I tried out for the talent show, and I sang Michael Jackson at the auditions. I sang "Lady in My Life." Trill album.
Wow.
This elementary kid, and I was in there like going. I was like, "There'll be no darkness tonight."
So y'all gonna feel me tonight?
But as I sat in the crowd, watched the talent show go on, I realized singing wasn't for me. Cause I didn't get that call back. It was like we gonna go a different route.
Yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, man, I just I do my thing around the city. Bless some ears when I can, and hope they enjoy it when they hear it, man.
I didn't know you had a track with KO.
That's my sister.
KO's dope, man.
Yeah,
I hosted a hip hop show.
Okay.
That she did, and she was like, I told her like, you the first girl with a fade that I think about. I ain't never really tapped no girl with no fade before, but you might be the first one. Get that, get that lumber.
That's my wife's sister, man. That's family, man.
She's dope,
man.
Man, it's cool seeing.
If you don't know her, y'all need to go look her up. KO, man. She is the truth.
Shout out KO if you ever listen to this, mama.
Definitely.
I've been trying to get her on here.
Oh yeah.
But she like mad busy, and I understand. I appreciate it. I'm happy for her. So it's gonna happen when it's supposed to. Same thing with you. I've been trying to get you on for like 6 months, but you was like,
I know, bro.
Man. Nah, Freddie busy though. Freddie is busy. Freddie is
I know he doing good.
I'm not. Don't y'all get that twisted. Oh no.
He be on the fire every day.
Man. And like,
I'm
and
just
stay on the
glad.
stage. Like when he there doing his set, it's the Freddie show. Fuck whoever else is there.
Man,
It's all about Freddie.
No,
People come for him.
I
You already
appreciate
got-
it,
you already
man.
led
I
on.
appreciate that support, though, for real, man. It took me a minute to get it there, but I appreciate that
Hey
support.
man, I've been rocking with you since I heard you.
Hey, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
One day I'm gonna get the Hamiltons on here, cause they pretty hot.
Yeah.
But they like, well, eventually they stop. Eventually they gonna leave me on unread, but. Eventually they gonna read my messages
Yeah.
and get back with me.
Was you in there that night they was there?
I've been there and heard them a few times.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you know, but I know how it is,
man.
But they mad dope. You guys are dope. I've seen you bartend a couple times.
Yeah.
I've been. I know we haven't. This is the first time we actually spoke to each other. But like, it's weird because like I've been in places with Jay and she's like on the other side of the building. Like, oh shit, Jason, we gonna say what's up? Or like, oh, I see you like scrolling.
I'm weirded out now.
But I don't drink, so I never go to the bar. So I have, you know.
I mean, people don't drink. I mean, you could come get a soda.
I usually do.
As long as people don't say stuff crazy, I don't be tripping.
I usually do. Get something to drink.
You know, as long as you don't come be like, can I have a milkshake?
Nah, I wouldn't ask you for that. I asked somebody else for that.
She said a milkshake.
We have milkshakes at the club.
You know what? That's not. I mean, that's a whole nother market. I'm just saying, you might get some vegan shit in the club too. You know what I'm saying? That's money.
I ain't got no.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure club food get asked all the time. Y'all got some vegan shit back there. I'm sure they get that ice all the time.
Vegan is easier to prepare than a milkshake. Like. I
mean, if at 1 o'clock in the morning, I don't think anybody want no goddamn vegan burrito.
Yeah, I do. I'm like a flexitarian. I don't eat beef and pork, and I don't like poultry, to be quite honest. So I can't afford fish. What fish I think what I like. So.
I mean, hey, Pier 81 got the hook up on the crab legs. I'll be hitting that joint at least.
I like salmon. I'm more of like a lobster.
Yeah. I mean, crab legs is good. I mean, you know.
It ain't better than that.
No. Let's not go there. So, Freddie, I wanted to ask you, man, like, as a recording artist yourself, do you feel like it's necessary for young artists up and coming to, with this day and age, you feel like it's necessary for artists to sign with a label? Or since you're independent yourself, do you feel like you got a leg up? Not to hit you with no serious shit. I know you're high as fuck right now.
No, I'm good.
Oh, this nigga want to be serious. I'm over here high, nigga.
One artist that I paid attention to that was an independent artist, his name is Eric Roberson. Eric Roberson has been independent his whole career. And like literally this dude is a well-respected artist, so that meant what? All that money that he was putting, that money was his.
Right.
So if you got that following or whatever, if you got people that believe in you, that support you or whatever, it's best to stay independent. Don't get me wrong. It's great to get that help. Ain't nothing wrong to get a little help or whatever, but if you can do it independently and be successful with it, then stay independent.
Okay.
Stay independent.
What are the advantages though?
What are the advantages?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
You keep my money or something?
That is what?
Oh, you get to be your own boss.
That's yours.
You your own boss.
You know, you your own boss, and like you said, and
so the shit don't
like
work.
with him with Eric Roberson, like he funded all his albums and all that money that's his money, and he's a Grammy nominated artist. You know, he's well respected in the music game or whatever. Wrote for big artists, Soul Child. Wow, he even wrote for a lot of known artists or whatever. So you know he's done it independently and won.
So
an independent artist.
Not saying that you don't or haven't been approached, but if you were approached by a major label, not saying I don't know.
Shit, I ain't gonna say yeah. I ain't gonna say no. Either, you know, if it's good, if it's gonna benefit me, I'm gonna look at it. Is it gonna benefit me? And if it benefits me or whatever, and it helps me to do what I'm trying to do and get to the next level where I'm trying to get to, where I can start my own, then cool. Yeah, I'm but I'm not gonna put myself in a fuck situation.
Of course not. They gotta come with
I ain't
some
gonna
right
put myself
numbers.
in no new edition situation.
You will not Bobby Brown me, motherfucker.
30-cent chick or whatever. Nah, fuck that. Nah.
Are you opposed to joining a group?
No,
you not opposed to it?
I've been in singing groups before. So.
Would you be a pit?
What
Gladys was like, yo.
I don't have a problem being a background singer.
Gladys was like, right
I love music. And my voice, I feel like my voice is gonna stand out or whatever. So I have no problem with being a background vocalist. That's cool.
Even for NSYNC, they was coming back.
Yeah, if they asked me, yeah.
They was like, hey, what you do? They be coming back. Just to hit you up like, yo.
Yeah.
We coming back.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all funny, man.
Shout out NSYNC if they come back. My man Freddie said he'll back up for y'all.
Got y'all. Yeah.
But y'all gotta rename the group Freddie's NSYNC.
Man. Yeah, wow.
So Jay, what motivates you as a model, bartender, a public figure, a socialite? Like, what do you do? Why do you do it? Do you enjoy it, or is it?
It's not something that I intended to do. Honestly, like me even bartending in the city was a slight flex because people didn't believe in me, and there's a lot. My birthday is July 22nd, so I'm a Cancer Leo cuss.
Okay.
And the Leo in me won't let you punk me in any type of way. So the moment you said, hey, you can't climb to the top of this tree, I'm getting to the top of that tree. So that's kind of where it started. But it also kind of helped me. I have a background in communications, in English and marketing. And so it helped me be able to utilize those skills so that I could have something a little bit more tangible to show, like how I do things, even with brain development and things of that nature. That's kind of where Trill started. But of course, everything morphs into other things. Like it's now kind of morphed into like, not to say that my purpose is to like inspire people, but like really just to be more positive about like women and like our femininity and like being okay to defy stereotypes and labels. Like I think we place a lot of stigma on a lot of different people because we all, in a certain sense, we all kind of want to be able to feel better about ourselves by kind of like, it sounds fucked up, but it's judging others. And so it's just kind of to show people like you can do whatever you want to do. Like a lot of people might see me aesthetically and think like I'm this really ratchet person, and I'm really not. Like I'm kind of like the alternative.
You kind of have like a nerd to you because I saw you on was it either Instagram or Facebook talking about look for PSN numbers. So you play a little bit, right?
Yeah, like
you look gamer. I see you on the Call of Duty or something, wasn't it?
I'm just very eclectic. Like I don't think that anybody should be able to tell you this is what it is, and that scares people. And I know that that's like intimidating for people when they can't put you in a box or a label. And a lot of us, I think, in order to not be able to face that resistance, we'll be able to, I'll be like, okay, box me into this. But I'm not that. Like, I'm goofy. I'm also not the person to fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I'm multifaceted like we all are, and I'm comfortable being that. Like, that's just how I was raised. So, as I've seen other people like, you know, I really appreciate you not giving a fuck, and like, you know, people want to think this about you, but you're smart as hell. And I'm like, yeah, I got degrees and shit. Like,
okay.
I'm not, like, I think that, I just hate that, and
like,
I really hate that within our community.
She's like, I'm cute and shit, but I'm actually smart too. Like, nigga, I can have a conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can make you a drink, and we can talk about the polarity of like some space and shit, nigga. What's up? Like we talk about black holes and shit, like nigga, like what's up? What you want to talk about?
We do that too much to, especially black people, like, cause that happens to us so much on that like outer community, if that makes sense. Like on the global scale, that happens to us. I hate when we then turn around in our community within ourselves and do it to ourselves as well. Like, you're not a nerd because you like certain shit. You're not a, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't define you. That's a habit, an activity of yours that could evolve, grow, whatever. But that doesn't make you any lesser or greater. Just because you got money or grew up in Edmond or the suburbs don't make you a better fucking person. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that fucking matters at the end of the day.
You know, and I used to get picked on, obviously, for reading comics and being a nerd. But I would always say, motherfucker, I can read. Like, so, fuck you.
Everybody got their own interests. And I feel like the less that we try, focus on your own damn self and evolving and growing as a person, the less focus on what things that have no impact to your life you'll be. And like, the more that people can do that, we worry about way too many other things and put our own values on other people. You know, like, hell, even in media, like when the whole Will and Jada shit, why are y'all worried about them people's damn relationship?
I mean,
my damn business.
I will admit,
If
that
they
shit
fucking
was
around,
funny.
they fucking around. That's their business.
That ain't got shit to do
Was
with
he
it.
wrong for
And
breaking that shit out? Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I
Shut the fuck
recognize
up.
it.
I mean, that's what happens when niggas be pillow talking. Like,
Well, here's the
obviously,
thing.
shit.
That's what's wrong when you get some good pussy
That wop.
and don't know how to shut the
Jada
fuck
put that wop on it.
Shit.
Put that wop on it.
People have different lifestyles. Not everything is
Motherfucker turns to
traditional.
a teenage boy again. And
Yes,
then
sir.
Can I have some more?
It's just real, man. Like, damn, dude.
Hey, just get the pussy, shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
Just shut up. Just let it happen.
You have so much to say. And it's funny how hypocritical we can be, like, about that.
I mean,
I don't know. Like, speaking of the whole little WAP thing, this lady with these italicized bold font eyebrows got on me because a friend of mine made a post saying that he was just basically saying, like, both of them had nice butts, right?
okay.
And
since when is that a bad compliment?
it's not. She got on the thing and she says, Megan Thee Stallion is a transgender. That was her comment. And so all these people got on there like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't, like, they really riding into her ass. And she's like, my daughter showed me on TikTok, talking all this shit to people. And so I just said, I think it might be helpful if your daughter showed you the eyebrow tutorials they have on TikTok.
You need to spend your time a little wisely and focus on the eyebrows so you get to criticize another
And she
people.
got pissed off. But my thing is, like, people, that's what it is. Whenever you're different, whenever you defy whatever it is, box that people want to put you in, or you do some shit that they're not comfortable with, instead of minding their own fucking business, because they ain't got shit to do with them, people look for ways to attack things that they don't understand.
Yeah.
And my thing is, how the fuck we gonna do that when we begging for, you know, our other cultural counterparts not to fuck to do that to us?
We just fight amongst ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna be like, oh well, she a whole transgender.
But in other news, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but a Georgia high school teenager got suspended for posting a photo of the school hallway, and the kids were not masked up and they're not social distancing, and she took a picture of that shit and posted it in social media, like pretty much snitching.
Wow.
And got suspended for it. And then just recently, the school called back and was like, "Hey, we kind of fucked up. You can come back to school. We cool."
Yeah, they wrong for that.
Because they knew they was wrong, but the policy at the school
Yeah.
the policy at the school was you're not supposed to have your phone out and using it for social media purposes. But at that point, fuck that shit because Corona is real, nigga. And I don't necessarily like believe in snitching, but this was the first time that actually snitching was okay. Because you could have fucked off everybody.
That's a lawsuit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the fact that the school tried to fucking suspend me for it, like I would have sued everybody.
One, you gotta prove that I posted that. Show me. See,
Right.
That's
When-
why I was
That ain't
like,
I post that shit when I got to the house.
Yeah, exactly.
I
yeah,
post that
that's
shit
where I would have been. I'm like,
nigga.
show me where I posted
Exactly.
that between the school hours. That's
But
what
if you, I mean, but school is from 9 a.m. to 2:30, so if you post that shit at 9:30.
it backlogged.
That shit backlog. My phone's slow.
Wow, y'all fun. Boy, you funny.
I got that 2G, bro.
I'm
That
like,
shit-
until you can prove it to me, I'll be
That's crazy though.
And like me, I've been suspended for some stupid shit. in high school. Like, nigga, I got suspended for wearing a hat. Like, so.
Everything I got suspended for, I deserve.
Yeah, I got suspended.
Everything I got suspended for, I deserve.
I got suspended for sleeping in class. That's like, really?
I ain't gonna tell you the dumbest shit I got suspended for, boy. Shit.
So,
my daddy wouldn't even allow me to get suspended for something like sleeping in class. He didn't like his school on fire. Like, what you mean?
Boy.
She can't take a nap.
right. Obviously, she is not being challenged enough because she's falling asleep. But yes, so I thought that was crazy.
That's a lot.
That is crazy.
Because I've been trying to incorporate new things to the show.
Okay.
To like have shit, to talk about.
Top 10.
You know what I'm saying? So, and here's another little funny story I thought was interesting. An 89-year-old man in Colorado just decided to come out as gay.
That's what's up.
Not a problem, but why the fuck did you wait 45 years? And the funny thing about it is that made me laugh. His daughter came out to him and told him she was gay, and he waited another 25 years to say something.
He was born in the 30s.
I mean, anyway, and on top of that, wait, the killer thing on top of that, he fell in love with a man in his younger days when he was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Come to find out, when he came out, his daughter found out, she posted the picture looking for the man from the Navy, Philip, he did.
That happened.
I was like, oh, damn, fam couldn't catch a break. Like, damn, nigga, like, that was when
89,
that was
I decided on coming out okay, and the motherfucker I fell in love with, come to find out he's dead.
Yeah, like, when waiting too late.
It's everywhere.
I mean, but the nigga you fell in love with. The dude, the 80-year-old man, hold on.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it being gay, God bless him.
I'm not at all. Not at all.
Hey.
Because I want to send a special message to him.
He's 90. I'm sorry, he's 90.
That's even
That
more
baby
beautiful.
said she gonna send him a message.
He's 90.
What's my dude?
Kenneth Phelps.
Miss Grandpa Phelps, let me tell you something. You live your best life. And don't let these people discourage you. There are plenty men, plenty fish in the sea. Okay? There are plenty bums that are good and perky. And you might even have a pension if you was in the Navy in your younger years. So, I'm just saying, live your best life. Stella went to Jamaica, got her groove back. Who's to say you can't?
When he found out, he decided to come out during Corona because he was just sitting in his house. So, man, if you don't, during quarantine, nigga, if you don't do nothing,
motherfuckers do some weird things.
If you don't do nothing but figure out some shit about yourself during quarantine, nigga, you failed. You failed quarantine.
I've enjoyed quarantine.
He figured he
I didn't do no weird shit.
But he lived in Colorado though, so he was sitting around. I think he was sitting around getting high and was just like, you know what?
I mean, I sit around to get high too.
He's like,
quarantine. You know, weird shit.
He's like, fuck it, I'm just going out and tell everybody.
I mean, you know, God bless him or whatever. I'm glad that he was able to find his true self, but it's unfortunate that his person is.
The nigga you wanted to die. That's what I thought was kind of funny.
It's just men.
It's unfortunate.
But the funny thing to me was that his daughter came out and told him
25 years later.
No, his daughter came out and was like, "Daddy, I'm gay," and he was like, "Oh, for real? You got something to tell me, Dad?" Nah. Then 25 years later, remember that time you told me?
I just didn't want to come out then. I want to come out now.
That's scary.
Like, nigga, I'd be pissed off if I was her daughter.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, hold up.
30s. That's so long ago. He probably still make his ice cream.
Man. I came and told you the darkest secret I had.
He still got a handprint.
I came and told you the deepest, darkest secret I had, and you had the same fucking secret and you waited 25 years to say some shit. I have a whole attitude.
Man, that's not funny.
We got to go to the yard. Well, another thing I wanted to try with y'all. Game. Since both of y'all smoke, I want to see which one of y'all roll the best one. I broke some weed down, and I got it sitting over there. I I wanted both of y'all to roll one, see who rolled one the best, and they can give a bragging rights for the night.
Okay. I got a few minutes.
You gotta
I got a show
you on
tonight.
the time frame?
I got a show tonight.
Oh shit, the superstar got a show. That's
I got
right.
a show tonight.
You got a show tonight.
But I had to come through because,
I
man,
know.
shoot, you know, I told you a couple times before that I was going to come through and whenever it comes time, my fingers is
Oh.
Sure I will. Sure
I had some already
will,
over right here.
Thank you.
I was doing them, but anyway. I had broke down some weed for y'all to see who can roll the best one. I've already rolled the last 2 blunts we smoked, so
Right.
I already know. Y'all already seen the skills.
I'm not
You recognize
afraid
them?
of roller,
Oh, don't start downplaying it now. Like, oh, well, you know, I want to. That's what niggas say when they know they finna lose. Those are sticks. You ain't gotta dump them out. It was like raps.
It's a wrap.
It's a rap. This is it's that's pure hemp, no tobacco. I'm thinking about you.
Oh my gosh. I only roll leaves.
Oh, here you go. That tobacco is bad for you.
Backwoods?
I smoke Garcia Vegas and natural leaf.
I don't even know what that is.
I feel like they burn a hole in the
What
chest.
the fuck is this soft, wet piece of shit?
It-
Why is it wet?
It's not wet. It's damp. I mean, it's smooth.
It's wet.
Okay, you know what?
It's wet, y'all. It's a little moist.
You got a little moisture in it.
It's a little, I don't like it.
Oh, now they gonna complain about the sticks. So
No, I ain't complaining.
the stature of the quality of blunt is not gonna be as good now.
It's not.
Oh, no.
Oh, because it's the stick, not the roller.
I mean,
It's the roller, not the stick.
Stupid. You are stupid.
It's the roller, not the stick.
You stupid.
What she say? Or what did you say? I couldn't hear you over here.
I was listening to you.
yeah, I ain't even say nothing.
Jay over here talking shit.
I'm good shit talking. I ain't talk shit to nobody in a long time.
I'm about to talk shit about these weak ass blunts y'all rolling.
Let's talk. What is this? What are these? Good times?
No, those are King Crown Royal blunts, Hemperillos.
And Corellos.
Yeah, it's weed. It's weed in the weed. It's weed in the stick. So you get higher. You're welcome.
Hey, now fly back on up. You might have corona.
She said, she flies on by me.
This feels very Caucasian.
Oh, here you go. That's like as you roll a brown stick. Very Caucasian. I try to make it easy for you around the wheel so you ain't have to deal with all that. You better not get outrolled by a girl, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say, Freddie.
The texture of this shit is so fucking weird.
I ain't the best roller.
You better not get outrolled by a
The
girl.
texture of this is a little bit freaky.
She don't like that wet ass stick.
It's like a little. It's not. It's like a adhesively moist substance.
Freddie, how do you feel that I got you rolling blunts and one day you might win a Grammy? Does that bother you a little bit? Like,
No,
nigga,
not at all.
Like, nigga, I might get a
I
Grammy.
smoke weed.
Like, nigga, I might get a Grammy one day. I'm not rolling blunts in your
I
fucking
smoke
garage.
weed. I smoke weed. Somebody got to roll. Somebody got to roll. Shit. There you go.
Oh, there it is. Let's see what we got. We're gonna fire that up. You got it? You got one over there? Pretty good time at rolling too. It didn't take you 2 hours, Joe.
I should just grab that damn Garcia and grab my backpack.
Yeah.
This is nasty.
You know what? I try to be hospitable and supply the sticks, and yet they complain.
My tongue, I ain't gonna say it. I still feel like.
You know what? We're not gonna go there. Let's see what we got, Freddie. Oh, it's pretty thick too. Pretty solid. Okay, Freddie. It's not. It's straight. It's got a little circle round to it. It's circular. You know what I'm saying? It's
mine
pretty thick. You know what?
I don't even know. Bumby said sometimes his sweets be fucked up, but they still gonna smell.
I ain't lost too many blunt rolling.
But I roll leaves because I'm a classy bitch.
I roll leaves. I roll.
Oh, you know what?
Cigars. I roll them
It's not the stick. It's the roller. You know what?
Is like, and is it a flavor? Is that what it is? See, you know, there's
strawberry.
just something about this.
Man,
you wanna read them? Roll with your stick, and then we'll see that. Use your stick.
Well, let me get my whole life started because this ain't how I live my life.
I hate to cut out on y'all.
I
really
appreciate you stopping by, Freddie.
Man, we gonna do this again. I'm gonna
Most
fuck with
definitely.
him again. Real shit, but I'm on my way to do a show tonight.
Kill it.
You know,
Break a
I got
leg.
love for you. Man, shout out to my wife who's coming with me tonight. Thank you, baby. Myke, you already know what it is, my journey, man. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you coming through. You got the lotion all rubbed in good.
Appreciate you coming through. You got the lotion all rubbed in good.
Yes, sir.
Take your edible.
Take your edible.
Ain't that yours on the table? That's today. You might want that later, yeah.
Eggs. I ain't that much.
Did you like it?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you
Well,
like it. I'm
good.
telling
Thank
y'all
you,
like
bro.
it.
Y'all have a good show.
You too. You have a good show.
Thank you, man.
Well, and then there was just two.
Yeah, I don't even feel like my tongue feels so
Oh, you blame it on the stick now? Your tongue feels weird.
It
Left my life.
really
Oh,
does.
yep.
Yeah.
I want to take that.
But yeah.
Well, hell. Did you roll another one?
Mm-mm.
You was like, not even.
It's like that was such a turn off. The taste, I don't know. Maybe it was just an unusual taste. I don't know, but it wasn't appeasing.
He rolled a pretty good blood here.
Yeah, you know, I believe it.
You know what? Yeah, we gonna smoke that motherfucker too.
I don't mind losing.
You know what? We're all winners in here.
You know, either way, it don't make me no difference. It really don't.
Well, I've got a few more questions.
What's up?
That's the good weed. Have you heard about this new thing they got going on? That's called thruples.
Like in a polyamorous situation?
Yeah, I listened to a podcast a couple hours ago. Shout out to what did they got? Divine the Comic. They had a poly couple on there. It was a guy and two ladies on there, and I thought it was hilarious. The questions they were getting like live questions coming in from the stream, and a lot of the questions kind of was the usual bedroom shit, and I'm just curious, like, what did you think?
I think, kind of going back to what I said, I know people who are in all kinds of what we would call like non-traditional relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that like the most important thing is finding out what works best for you and finding someone who can accommodate and that also works best for them. Outside of the whatever adult consenting relationships you might have, as long as they're all consenting, it ain't really none of my damn business. Personally, I couldn't, only because I know that like there are some certain things that I don't like. I don't have a lot of energy for a lot of people, so I can't entertain a lot of people.
You couldn't do two motherfuckers in the house with you?
Well, I could maybe, like, if I had two straight husbands and they stayed, like, on opposite ends and I had my own, like, main thing, maybe. I just gotta be away from people. But
so it wouldn't be two women. You would be two men.
No. Yeah, I could never.
You'd be So would they be?
Polyandry is what that's called. But even then, I probably don't have enough energy. I don't like even being around people that long. Like, I have an energy meter, and once my social meter runs out, I'll be like, okay.
I've had enough. I'm done with people for the day.
Yeah. So, but like, I just think that
I
don't like when people judge people. And I think that honestly, when I watched, even with the Will and Jada shit, when I watched that interview, that's what I took away from it. At the time, they had a situation in which everyone was kind of understanding and consenting, and niggas obviously don't have reading comprehension or whatever, because they took that and was like, oh, she cheated, and then I'm like, where did you hear any of that in the context that we watched? So like, people have different things, and if they're into it and that's really what the fuck they like to do, that more power to them. Some people like to wear butt plugs with fucking tails on them. That ain't got shit to do with me. That has nothing to do with me, because it ain't gonna be me. But I think that if more people are honest about that and we didn't try to stigmatize it, then you wouldn't have so many failed relationships, because people who are truly monogamous would be able to then be with other monogamous people, and men and women who were not and were okay with the poly lifestyle would be able to find each other, because we ain't stigmatizing it. Okay. But I think too, niggas need to understand it's not being a pimp, because I think that's another thing that people think, like, men, it's a man, he got all these bitches, and that's what it is. And most times it's not. And the times that it is, it's a pimp trying to disguise.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. Nothing in it. Well, there's a few other things that would make me happy, but I mean, shit, who wouldn't want to have two women? Now, me personally, not just for like the sexual shit, but nigga, that's more money coming in the house. Like,
because think about the energy that you have to spend. Because the thing is, whenever you're with anybody, you're giving them, you're not showing up as half of a person, right? You're showing up as your whole self. So now you're showing up as your whole self with multiple people. That's fucking taxing.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like, they just be like, oh, well, it's money, it's this, and they're able to put it on paper. But in real life, like, there are so many dynamics, even within throuples. Like, I watched a documentary, even within that. Say, for instance, they're all within a triad, and they're all within a relationship. There are certain insecurities that's what they call it.
I know, that shit is so funny to hear, though.
But, like, there's certain insecurities that come with that. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's vibing with the other person more often, that's something that it all has to be. There's a lot that goes into that. If one party of the group breaks up, it's a lot. So people just think it's like, oh, it's multiple, like y'all roommates. If you want multiple people going in, lease out a fucking room. Right. Get a damn, you know what I'm saying, a back room, and be like, I'm charging rent for it. These are the accommodations you have. You know what I'm saying? We can all eat the same food if you like. Do it like that, but like, it's a lot that goes into that people don't consider.
No, it's a whole lifestyle. You know, it's just,
like, it's a real relationship.
Yeah,
but with
two
lots
motherfuckers.
of people.
And I look at it from all the male selfish point of views. That's all beneficial to me. So, but anyway, I want to ask you, who's your favorite comedian besides me? Who makes you laugh?
Do they have to be alive?
No, anybody. Like, who do you like to watch? Like,
I would then have to say my favorite comedian would be. I would either say Richard Pryor.
Yay, Rich.
Or Bernie Mac. It would have to be one or the other.
Okay. Those are good choices. What's the last comedy special you looked at? If you remember.
Oh my gosh, it's a girl, her name is Sam J.
You watched it too? Yes, Sam, shout out to Sam J, man, she's dope as fuck. 3 in the morning, hilarious. That shit was hard. I watched that shit Friday.
She said the joke that she was talking about with her being a stud, she was like, But see, that's again patriarchy. She was like, the men want to come up and help because they see a woman, and then want to look at you like, what do I do now? Nigga, get my bags too. I'm not a man.
She was talking about all them dicks. She saw like, oh man, I'm so tricky. Like, like the first, like she started out punching the face. I was like, oh my god, like, that shit was.
She's funny.
She's funny as hell.
I think she's really hilarious. She's one of my favorites.
Well, Jay, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, man. This has been a lot of fun.
I'm glad I did not have to defend women.
Well, you know, I'm not really like a sexist like that.
Well,
like,
you were there with Quap.
well, I mean, that shit is funny now because it's they made it. The song is cute. I like the video.
And again, I don't know if it's maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know if like my brain is working in a pre-corona world and other people's cells have been affected by the respiratory droplets in the air because everything that people keep hearing on things, I don't hear them. I be like, where did they say that at?
So
and I go back and listen.
Have you heard the song?
I've heard the song.
Well, so what do you think?
I think that the song is no different than Big Old Freak that everybody just, you know, was fucking to in November before Corona. I think the song is no different than Cardi B's entire last album that everybody was in the club hitting their boyfriends across the head, talking about bloody shoes and shit like that. And so I don't really know what people expected from them. Cardi did what she does, the same cadence and rap that she does. We expect that from Cardi because she's not necessarily like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is a more marketed kind of packaged thing. Yeah. And so we expect that from her. I expected nothing. Megan got on the beat like she does, a little thug she is, and rolled that motherfucker. And now, here's the thing. I think that there is a really big disparity in style and because of talent between a Cardi and a Megan, and I think that's evident on the track. But what the fuck else did you expect? The reason the whole Nicki thing was because Nicki's verse was trash on the Hot Girl Summer. It was terrible.
You thought it was bad?
She said something about you ain't put me in no brands, but I think you proud of me.
I mean,
and I'm saying that because Nicki can rap.
Right.
So that was real popish. Cardi would have been cute on a popish thing like that, and that's what WiT was supposed to be. I think that people took. What I really think everybody's so mad because they heard Franksky in the beginning talking about there's some hoes in his house. But we've been listening to that same sampled track since what? Early 90s.
I mean, when the shit came in Players Club.
But I mean, it's been sampled on so many songs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it sounds like to me you are actual hip hop head, to where like you actually listen to like bars and lyricism and like word for word, just not just like what it's not. You're not just into the trends and what's popping into like what the kids is listening to. You actually like lyricism.
I do that, and two, I think that it's important to know that words are words, and so. If you're so diverted by a sample in songs, then you shouldn't listen to shit. Because there's some crazy fucking samples in songs that I think are the hardest motherfucking songs in the goddamn world. The Kanye West song, It's the Weeping in the Morning, that shit's weird. The original reggae song is creepy as fuck. But that song sample was hard. I think that the WAP, if you listen to the beat, the production ain't like just out of this world, but for a Cardi project, I think it's pretty dope because this is Cardi's thing. Megan was a feature. I think that it's cute. You have a 25-year-old and a 27-year-old talking about what everybody's talked about since the beginning of time. Everybody wants to say they're demoralizing and teaching young girls whatever. I'm like, first of all, even if they weren't rappers, if they were just on the street, I don't know if I want my kid looking up to some random 25-year-old.
I mean, but they say the same thing about Foxy Brown, Lil' Kim, and them and Eve, but I'm like, what the fuck?
They're young. They live their life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is rap. That's what it's art.
Just how your kids out here. And the crazy part is, I said on somebody's post, I'm like, these can't be the same people that was teenagers letting their little brothers and sisters, me, listen to Adina Howard, T-shirt in my panties, talking about this is just so nasty.
We was just in there listening to Escape talking about Escape been singing about entanglement since 1980s.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, like,
90s,
you know what I'm saying?
and that's what it was. It was a tribute to the 90s. They had the little Freaknik.
But, you know, I watched the video, and I had to tell everybody to leave the room.
It wasn't even that wild.
Daddy needs to watch this by himself.
Cardi's had a wilder video.
Who?
That Cardi. That was her song. That Money, I Wanna Do Is... That was a wild video. She's dressed as a chandelier, butt-ass naked. She has strippers.
I missed that video. I'm going to have to go back and watch that later.
That's all I'm saying.
So
why people are appalled, I'm like, what's going on?
I wasn't appalled. I was just upset that I didn't watch it before.
I'm just like,
you know,
I'm like, Cardi.
I thought the video was nice.
Matter of fact, she had on more clothes in that damn video than she had in the Money video.
I'm not
she's
definitely watch
a
the
former
video
stripper.
anyway.
Everything she's gonna do is gonna have that appeal to it.
But ain't no different what Lil Kim did.
And so I think it's just really, to me, it's pissing me off. Well, I think also, especially it's pissing me off, especially the things that people have to say about Megan. Because I'm like, leave this little girl alone.
Well, Megan's alright because she's actually in school and shit, and fuck what everybody got to say.
Potential.
The girl can actually fucking rap.
That's what I'm saying.
I think she can actually pretty much fucking spit. But I want to hear her on some like cypher, like free bars, just going type shit.
You gotta look it up because she does that. It's not, and my thing is, I always tell people, just like when people got mad at Beyonce, you can't be mad what people want to gravitate to and put out in the public, because there are other songs and other interviews and things where she does do that. Like The Girl Is Cold, that's why she's cold, because she can actually freestyle. But like, it pisses me off because y'all like just was made. I just unfollow some of the people say, but they was the same people that was just cracking jokes about her getting shot, which I don't really think is fucking funny, because that's a life-changing experience. Getting shot, you can't trust nobody no more. You have PTSD, literally. Being shot at, you be like, nah. It takes a lot before you can even be around people. So the fact that she, like, y'all making fun of her for that, and now the bitch can't even rap what she was rapping about 4 weeks ago.
And you know what? I have heard a lot of mixed reviews about the song. Me personally, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's gonna be a little club bang. You know, they gonna get their money, so shout out to them. Proud of them. You know, they came up with some shit, and it was dope.
And Cardi, if that is what her first single is off of whatever this project she's dropping soon, I'm excited to see. It was cute for her first thing.
Yeah, it was dope, man. I was proud of them, man. They got a little banger. They got another hit for the summer, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that's what Megan stands for. She stands for unifying the women.
And that's what the other point I was getting ready to make. I'm glad that we got more women out there just putting it in your face, and like, we women, we here, suck our pussies.
It's not even that. Like, it's just about being comfortable doing you. If you're modest and you think that it's inappropriate and that's what it is, that's fine. I'm not saying that's not how you should feel. I have a problem with hypocrisy. And so you can't tell me that Lil Baby's your favorite rapper and then tell me that this is just so raunchy and nasty, because Lil Baby be saying some real fucked up shit about women in songs. And you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody was like, oh, they glorifying hoes and stuff like that. And I'm like, how? Nothing she said ain't happening. People be mad because women, their rappers talking about real shit, like, because men have never been put on Front Street, but
I mean,
men eat booty.
I mean, we suffered through Kevin Gates, so
men eat booty.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like the booty eating champion for the summer.
Men fall in love past people washing and cooking and being their domestic whatever.
When you hurt Will Smith.
You know, what I'm just saying, like, people be thinking like everybody wants the same girl, and if that's the case, then y'all have no chance in hell. You know what I'm saying? If y'all all competing for the same bitch, there are people out there that aren't interested in what you're interested in. I have friends that will only date strippers. They think that's incredibly sexy. I have friends that think that they will never, they won't even step foot in a strip club. It's whatever the fuck you like. But stop demeaning people for being them. Like, as long as that's them and they're of age to do that shit, talk about that shit. The more important shit that y'all should be saying is nasty is all these motherfucking pedophiles that y'all ain't talking about. That's what the fuck you should say.
We done got it started again.
Stupid. Be crusty and dusty.
I want to thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. As you know, the name of the show was called CHiLLiN WiT. So I always like to ask my guests, if you could chill with anybody in the world, alive, dead, whoever, besides present company, of course, who would you chill with and why?
Who would I chill with?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my first instinct was I was gonna say somebody real dope like Beyonce or like Huey Newton.
Be real, like anybody. It could be a fictional character from a movie, anybody.
I want to say something, but like at this point in my life, because I'm aging and you know life is getting to a point where I'm like, ugh, is this what it is? I think I would love to like chill with my grandmother. That would be so dope to like, as an adult where I'm at now, ask her like these midlife, well I guess I'm not midlife, but these, you know,
real life questions like what
you
the
know,
fuck? Like, why you
up, real adult life like things, and to hear just her gracefulness shine through.
Why you ain't warn me about a lot of this shit, Grandma?
My grandmother was classy. I wouldn't even, you know, but like she would just, I know that she would have some really classy, endearing, like encouraging things to say. Okay. And she would also help me know how to take better care of my plants because I struggle sometimes.
So you have a garden at the house?
Okay. Adopting children or something.
That's cool. Well, again, thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming out. Let everybody know where they can find you again on social media and all your platforms.
Okay, real simple. If you go #TinaTrill OKC, you'll definitely find me. But otherwise, if you look up the word introvert, that's introvert, but instead of the TRO, TRILL, you'll find me. Again, that's
Spelling Bee Champion 2020.
I would do it, you know, the military way, but I don't have time.
Word. Alright, well, you know who it is. It's Myke the comedian, aka the Joke God. Y'all know where y'all can find me. Myke the comedian, Instagram, Facebook, all major platforms, Google, Spotify. We live everywhere and a few others that I'm too high to remember right now. And again, I want to thank y'all for listening and coming and hanging out with us again. It's been real. And we